item in the agenda is to approve April 10 regular meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to.
Mr. Caputo, thank you. So, Mr. Rolando, second. Open for discussion. I just have a question. Mr. Caputo, did you make the corrections I mentioned in last meeting?
What correction is that?
I don't remember. I just remember that I point out some items to be corrected. And I'm not sure if the corrections were made or not. You don't remember?
The only thing I recall was using the word "del," and I adjusted that, although Mr. Rodriguez used that word later, so that stayed in. Other than that, for all these minutes, they are, after reviewing all the recordings, they're exactly accurate.
I have a question. The rest of the LSC members had the opportunity to go over the minutes and revise them? You didn't?
I didn't look at them for extreme detail, like,
So I would like to try to table the minutes again. You have a chance to review, everyone to review the minutes, and then we can approve them.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Mr. Aguilar?
there's a motion on the table to
Yes,
approve the
it is.
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We are discussing. Good.
okay, thank you.
Okay, so close discussion and roll call for vote.
Voting on tabling the minutes?
No, the motion is to approve the minutes as were submitted for April.
Dr. Vilches,
Abstain.
Lopez,
No.
Mr. Keelis,
Abstain.
I'll vote yes. Ms. Dunn?
yes.
Ms. Hanson?
Yes.
Shoei?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez? Yes. Divine Valdez?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Six.
5, 6 votes. Motion didn't pass. Okay, so next item in the agenda is April 24th special meeting.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Mr. Quiles?
could we then put a motion to table it so we could discuss it in our next meeting?
To table the rest of the minutes?
No, the minutes that weren't approved.
Oh. Okay. Okay, he says that if we can present a motion to table the minutes that were not approved for the next meeting. Mm-hmm, exactly. So I would like to present a motion to table the minutes of April 10th for regular meeting and were not approved.
Second.
This motion didn't pass. So Mr. Quiles second. Open for discussion. Go ahead, Ms. Ann.
Can't we just put it on the agenda again? I don't know, I don't know.
No, yes, because we're gonna put them in the agenda again. We are doing that process. We're following the process to table them because they didn't pass. So we're just following a process to have them in the agenda in the next regular meeting. Yes.
I just like to point out.
Go ahead, Mr. Quiles. Mr. Caputi.
That other than the May 8th minutes, all the other minutes are the same as they were last time, except for one word. So that will be going on 2 months' time. think we get 3 months.
Mhm. Anyone else? No? Okay, close discussion, roll call for vote to table the minutes.
This is a motion to table, so.
Yes.
Yes, we're tabling.
Yes,
The,
and they will appear in the next regular meeting.
the April 10th one, only?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Table that, great, 24th.
April 10.
Dr. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes,
Mr. Keelis,
Aye.
I'll vote yes. Ms. Dunn, Ms. Hanson,
Yes.
Ms. Shelley,
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez, Kleinfeld, yes. So, yes.
so motion passed. Next item is the April 24th special meeting.
I'd like to make a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Capuri. Thank you, Mr. Rolando. Open for discussion.
Mr. Keelis.
Mr. Quiles?
Yeah, I have a question. I mean, because I don't have the minutes in front of me, but is this the minutes where my name was on the minutes?
Mr. Capuri, Mr. Quiles is asking if those meetings where that comment was reflected in the minutes with his name.
Mr. Keelis is asking if his name is in the minutes.
A comment that he made was in those minutes. He's asking.
So,
Mr. Cap,
if you made a comment, they're in the mix. It's ready from the report.
Mr. Quiles, did you hear the answer of Mr. Capuri?
Yeah, I heard the answer, but I didn't get the correct answer because I do not have the minutes in front of me.
Okay. Okay. So should we move forward?
Go ahead.
The volume is very low.
No, I put it up. It's the laptop.
Yeah.
He said that he didn't get the answer.
Do you want to move to this table? Because I think it's gonna be easiest for you to hear what he's saying, and I don't try to catch the meaning to repeat what he's saying.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be, we can explain it between these two tables. And maybe you can hear. I'm sorry, I'm pushing this.
Mr. Keelis, they're closer now. If you would like to repeat what you said so they can hear it.
Yeah, my question was, is these the minutes that are reflecting something that I had said? Because I do not have the minutes in front of me.
Is it? I saw something quickly, briefly.
What is it you said, Mr. Keelis?
That's the whole thing. I did read them before, but I do not recall what was said.
I got permission to speak.
Yes, and then Michelle, go ahead.
So it says, Mr. Keelis asked why, if parents or teachers have suggestions, they have not contributed to CIWP in all this time. Is that what you're speaking of?
Okay. Thank you.
Can I speak?
Go ahead, Mr.
I'm a little confused what we're getting at with what was said was said. There's no right or wrong answers, and I have a recording of it, and thus the minutes. So there's no putting in or taking out what, the sky is blue and what was said is in the minutes type of thing. I don't know quite what we're discussing.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because prior to this, things been put on the minutes that where I haven't been in favor of what you have put down. So I need to make sure that it's right before I even vote on it, or else I will abstain to any of the minutes that I feel that they're not written the right way. And for the record, I would like to know that I haven't heard in none of our meetings been put up on the table that the meetings are being recorded. I believe that you have to announce that before anybody records anything.
So this was brought up at a meeting in the past, a discussion with Ms. Durden Jackson.
Mhm.
And she said to the entire LSC that the secretary is allowed to record meetings to help them with the minutes.
But did you make the announcement?
So
No,
going-
what he's saying is that, I mean, we need to announce that the meeting is gonna be recorded before we record it as an LSC.
Right. It's a public meeting. I know other meetings have been recorded and it wasn't announced by Dr. Vilches. It's a public meeting. They can be recorded. Ms. Durden Jackson gave permission for the secretary to record all meetings for the sake of the minutes.
No, but
If you want as a formality to announce it ahead of time, but that's been agreed upon. So
right, it's a formality that we have to follow to avoid any complications or claim by anyone who's not agreed to be recorded.
Yeah, and
well,
to be,
it's a public meeting. I don't think there's any agreeing or not agreeing, right? Public meetings. For the
Okay,
LSC
I understand your point of view, but I mean, to prevent anything else against this LSC, it's very, I mean, it's a protection for us if we say we're gonna record it.
yeah, and I want to clarify, I did make announcements that it was recorded. It was on the screen where it says meetings being recorded. Sometimes you guys had to remind me to hit the record button because I would forget sometimes. And so you made sure that I was reminded to record the meeting if I forgot to make the announcement or forgot to hit the button. So all of the meetings that were recorded under the LSC guidelines, up until that point where I can no longer record, I made sure that and the recordings were put on the school website as directed by LSC Relations.
Okay, so close discussion. Roll call for vote.
We're voting on whether to approve these minutes or not.
Yes,
The 24th.
the 24th.
Dr. Vilches,
Abstain.
Ms. Lopez,
I need to abstain.
Mr. Keelis.
Abstain.
I vote yes. Ms. Dunn,
Yes.
Ms. Hanson,
Yes.
Ms. Shoei,
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
Divine Valdez, 6 yes, 3 abstain.
Mhm. Motion didn't pass. So I would like to present a motion to table the minutes for the next regular LSC meeting.
I second it.
Thank you, Ms. Dunn. Open for discussion.
Can I ask,
All right.
why are we gonna keep doing this? I mean, it's just like he's written out everything that's been recorded. I just don't know why we keep not approving the minutes that they're written out exactly how they went. Especially, I was at the 24, I was at the 27, and
I was there too, but I mean, doesn't mean that I remember everything that happened as it is, right?
yeah, it happened
So-
4 months ago.
Right. I understand that. I didn't really wanted to express what my family is going through, but just now I was discharged from the hospital with my 4-year-old who was diagnosed with diabetes type 1 since December. So I've been a little bit busy at home. So as I said, I was just discharged from the hospital I'm here because I have to be here and respecting the time of everyone, even though people don't believe that I'm respecting their time. But I mean, if I didn't have the opportunity to read it, even though it was 3 months ago, because I have something else in my hand that has to be resolved faster, I have to be honest, and I cannot vote anything the same way sometimes the budget is not voted, right? For the same reason. So that's all I can do, and that's what I'm here trying to address the situation in the best way to move forward. You're welcome. So anything else? Class discussion, roll call for vote
Sorry, this is a vote
to table the minutes and have them in the next agenda.
April 24th.
Right.
Dr. Vilches,
Yeah, yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis.
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Ms. Dunn,
Yes.
Ms. Shoei, Mr. Rodriguez,
Abstain.
and Divine Valdez. So that's 8 yes, 1 abstention.
Okay.
Madam Chair, permission to speak?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so then, just in lieu of the fact that several members shared by the head nods that some of them have been able to look at it, or maybe now with the detail and what you've expressed, is it worth it to table the rest of the minutes so that we're, just make a motion to table all of the remainder minutes for the next meeting, to give everyone some time to review and have whatever they want to communicate at the next meeting with more time. So I'm not making a motion. I'm asking, is it possible to table the rest of the motions, the 27th, since we've already tabled the 10th and the 24th? And hopefully we're in a better space with stuff that happens outside.
I think that's probably a
Sure,
good idea.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So everyone is okay with it?
Just make a motion, second it, and vote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I
you make the motion
yeah.
to table?
I make a motion to table the remainder minutes on the agenda for the next meeting.
Ms. Fernando second. So open for discussion. Go ahead, Mr. Cooper.
I just want to kind of give an overview, and of course, there's things that happen outside of school. The minutes for the 2023 May meeting were never approved. The Attorney General required us or asked us to approve those minutes, and those were never approved. If those get asked for, I don't know what we would do. And we understand that things come up, but I do believe that the rule for approving minutes is 3 months. So hopefully in that period of time, we can approve it. I have a feeling that there's no real disagreement about the accuracy of the minutes. I think there might be some concern by some people on the content of the minutes. And I don't create content. I just record the accuracy of what was said at the minute. So I suspect this may end up at the Attorney General again if we can't do it in 3 months, and that they can make a decision. But I think the accuracy is
The minutes you mentioned, Mr. Caputi, those minutes were a recorder meeting, right? And if you remember well, I tried to I presented a motion to approve those minutes as a record meeting, and the LSC didn't approve them. So so we tried to approve them, but the majority decided not to approve them. So with that done, it's difficult to move forward. So I do what I can, but I have limitations. So let's go back to the minutes of April 27th special meeting. Anything else for the discussion in those minutes? No? Close discussion and roll call for vote, please.
We're voting to table all minutes.
Yes, no, to table the April 27th.
No, I
No,
made a
so
motion to table all of the rest of,
the
there's
rest.
2 more on the,
Oh, there are 2 more? I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Oh,
so I made a motion to
Okay.
table the other 2, since we had already tabled the first 2.
27th and the 8th.
So I'm the 27th and the 8th.
oh, I see the 8 on the bottom. So the motion was to table April 27, and May 8. Okay. So thank you for clarifying. So close discussion, roll call for vote?
Dr. Vilches,
Yes,
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Aye.
I'll abstain. Ms. Dunn,
Yes.
Ms. Hanson,
Yes.
Ms. Shoei,
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
and Divine Valdez. So 8 yes, 1 abstention.
Thank you. We move with the next item in the agenda, which is